What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Rosie Wisdom, and I'm here to share another experience with you. And this one right here is titled Case Closed, because that's what it was. Now, here's a little backstory. Back in 2020, I had my last child by Charles / Ghost. Um, the, they said while I was in the hospital that they found something in his bowel, and they had to do an assessment and a home visit. So while I was in the hospital still, they went to the house. Everything was straight. They just said he need to get a couple of more extra cans of milk. So granted, that's what was done. Now by the time I'm getting out the hospital, they do another, they come and make another visit to verify that the milk was bought. And that was it. No other grounds. So their case ended. Moving forward, months later, we get another knock on the door. It's them people, DCFS. We looking like our case closed. I ain't got no grounds here. And kid you not, it's not even pertaining us. It's pertaining his niece, who didn't live there, but she was in and out, should I say. And we all lived with Charles' parents. So it's not even our house, it's their house. And she wasn't there, but because they was her problems, it became our issue, all because of an address. Now, she used that address when giving birth, so it was on her paperwork, but she was buried there. So all these times they come into the house intended for her, because this was the address on her paperwork. The whole house is under investigation, not buried off, and that's something they need to totally fix. But it's not going to be fixed, especially finding out what today's about. Today's world, information exposure, and things of that is about. But moving forward, so her problems become our issue, and now they want to do home assessments. They saying, oh, when they come in the house, they smell weed. So now they want to drug test us. Oh, after the drug test, we need to see your kids since we found THC in your system. Oh, they want to take pictures of their bodies, see old scars. Old scars. A kid could get a scar from anyway, from first off. But they want to make things bigger than what it was. And kid you not, because we didn't allow them in the house after the games they tried to pull, took it outside. They kept trying to make it real bad. They tried to make it worse. So it's me, Charles. We in the backyard talking to them, and it's the caseworker and some other individuals with that person. And I just stepped back and I seen nothing but the enemy. Seen nothing but the enemy working through all of them workers trying to come against us as we battle something that don't even concern us and we shouldn't even be in. But everything happened for a reason. So with that being said, me being who I am, I cried out. Not literally tears, but I cried out. And they witnessed that. Charles witnessed it. The caseworkers witnessed it. And I prayed to Jesus. No weapon formed against us should prosper. And so forth and so forth. So, kid you not, I ended up, they gone. They leave at this point with more intentions to come back and do whatever else they tried to do. So at this point, I'm like, this is getting out of hand, and it's going too far. I end up getting on my knees, praying to God. Mind you, in this time frame, I was backslid. I had already backslid, and I was not listening to Christ. I was I heard him, but I didn't yield to him. And he would reach out his hand, and I didn't grab it. I was too embarrassed of the sin that I fell back in, which was smoking, drinking. Um, it's a lot of bad emotions that I wanted to kill myself. Suicidal. I was suicidal, depressed. There's a lot of things because my relationship was already off, dead. So I'm just basically there. But I did fall back into sin, and of course, if you fall back into sin, if you are in sin, you have Christ right here. If you're with Christ and you fall back into sin, it's not Christ leaving you or moving away from you. It's you moving away from Christ. Christ is right here, still reaching out his hand to help you, still talking to you, still, hey, he even gave me an assignment once, and I didn't do it. Thought about it, wanted to do it, just couldn't do it, and wouldn't do it. So, I smoke, drink, fornicate, cussing, all, and so forth. Bad thoughts, all type of stuff. Forgetting where I came from, basically forgetting who was with me, or disacknowledging, you know. And once again, that reverts back up to here, the doubt and the fear and the things that the enemy had put in me during that time frame. Like, I went back up there after I visited Texas and Lee and Charles for 8 months. In 2018, I went back up there 2019, and it's per hell. So, anyway, moving forward, I cried out to God. And I made a vow and a promise. I said, Christ, shall you close this case, get these peoples away from us, and so forth. I will turn back around to you. I will turn back to you. I am bawling. I am crying because I'm not seeing good out this case of this DCFS worker. In my mind, they had enough accusations and assumptions to try to take our kids. Period. Whether it was right or wrong, whether they had proof or not, in me it felt like they was gonna get took. Now, also, before I cried out, like I mentioned, I wanted to die. So, I asked Christ, can you take my life? He said no. Period. He said no. Time passed. Then I hear a voice say, do you still want to die? And I said, yeah. But can my kids come with me? Because I can't imagine them living a life with whoever and not being loved or taken care of the way I could do it for them. And then it was silence. That's when the case started speeding up, and it's like more bad things started happening. So that was my suicidal moment. Now moving forward, I cried out to God. I said, Christ, shall you close this case? I'll turn around. And kid you not, it was silent. And then he said, case closed. Y'all stay tuned for part 2, because this is only the beginning.